Okay, so I figured this pocket coaching could be a little bit more fun, and I just want to take you on a little tour of my office that's actually going to be changing here soon. I think we found a different place. It's not final yet, so I'm not going to say it's final, but we're waiting on some information, and we should have some crazy stuff going on. And if everything goes as it should, the office that I'll be getting next is probably going to be like literally 3 times the size of this office, and I'm going to build out a bunch of cool stuff in there, and it'll be pretty sweet. But until then, I wanted to give you this pocket coaching video and just show you some of the things that I have in my office that can help you set things up so that you got good lighting and good sound and good video and things like that. And I'll just kind of give you some of the stuff that I think about and that works for me, because it does help when you have these little stations set up. Okay, so first thing, I'm going to get on the other side here. The first thing is, and I'm not saying everything is like perfectly fancy clean like you're maybe expecting, but the first thing is I always try to like have some natural light if I can. Okay, and I always try to get like a ring light like this. And something that's really important that nobody really talks about is just get you one of these little smelly things and find a smell that you like. And I've actually got a really cool smell that I'll tell you is a really good one, my favorite. Okay, so this smell, I get it at, you could probably order it online. I don't know, there's even a little QR code here, so maybe I'll hold it steady and you can get that QR code off of it. Let's see. Okay, it's called Rise and Grind. This stuff smells really good. And it's infused with CBD oil. I love these little melty things, and I'll tell you, a good thing to get, let me get refocused here. A good thing to get is these little things here, because if you don't, your little oily thing down here will, that thing gets all messy, and every time you try to change it, it gets gnarly. So you just put them in these things, you can use them over and over again, and then when you're done, the wax just comes out and you're done with it, and you can just throw it away. So having good smell is important. Having good lighting is important. And you got to make, I like to have little, plants, things like little things like that. Just stuff that you like, a little picture I painted, that kind of stuff, little, Okay, so the next thing is this little setup here, okay? So when I go live in the morning, all of my stuff, I get these ball head mount stuff, okay? Hopefully that's showing up for you. Okay, I get these ball head mounts because I can just move them wherever I want, right? There's another one you can just get on Amazon. This is a company that I use there, K&F Concept. And then they also have these little hot shoe things, or not hot shoes, sorry, that's not the right term. Quick release, okay? So like if I want to take this thing off of here and stick it on that thing over there, or stick it on this thing here, I can. Okay, watch, here, I'll show you. Okay, let me get it aimed up here. Just bear with me, okay? I know this ain't the best video in the world, but just hang with me, okay? I'm just going to show you. Alright, here, maybe I can make this go up a little higher. There. This ain't the best thing in the world, but see these two things? Now watch. If I want, I can easily just take this off of here. This is the kind of thing that it has. And I can just take this off of here, and I can easily just mount it over here if I want. And I just have tons of these, so I can easily just mount stuff that quick. See? Like I can change things really fast. So all of my stuff has this stuff on it so that I can do that, okay? So, if I want to put it on anything, all of my things have these. Okay, they're just quick release mounts. And this just makes life easy, as you can see how easy that was. Whenever I want to create something, I can easily just come over here and boom. Here's another little thing that I have, this little mirror thing. I'm using it right now on this. If you look at our setup here, see how I got the mirror up here? That way I can see if I'm actually in frame. Okay, so I can see my good screen. Okay, so then I use these arms here like this. Okay, because I hook my microphones on it, and then I've got some headphones here that I listen to that with. I've got another one of these arms over here. Notice, ball head, and then I've got one of those quick release mounts on here again. Okay, so I can take that off. I actually just ordered another one. And then here's another little thing that I have. Okay, I really love having clamps and mounts and stuff like this. I didn't get all this stuff at once either. Okay, it took time. See, there's another one of those clamps. See all these little things? I can always screw in anything. So I can just put lighting anywhere. See, there's another one back there with one of the stands on it. And I just get these lights here. And I heard somebody say, I think it was Chuck in the group, said something about he's getting a lot of reflection and stuff like that in his videos from the lights. Here, bear with me. I'm just walking around with this thing, okay? So I know you guys are probably like, God damn, can he not freaking move us around everywhere? Well, I'd love to, but if you haven't figured it out by now, I'm not fake. I'm just being real with you, okay? And I think people really enjoy that, because that's really what goes on around here. You know, all of us are just real people, and we're all figuring it out all the time. But we end up, you know, doing pretty good if we just get things together. I like having some noise-canceling headphones, okay? These lights, once again, look, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 of them lights, and I use them all the time. They change colors. That's why when people joined that one promotion I did, it might have been you, I gave those to, you know, I sent you some of those. Because, and then tripods, like right now, this little tripod that I got, that we're on right now, I've got, it's just like one of these ones here, or one of these here, but you got to have tripods around that can adjust and do things like that. Here's this tripod. Okay, this is a Joel can. I don't know, they're like 60, 70 bucks, but get ones that are hefty. You know, this is like metal, you know. These little ring lights are nice. I'm not a big fan. I really like these here, okay? And you can see what brand it is. If you want to hold it still, you can screenshot it. See it there? Okay. Screenshot that there. Okay. Obviously, I use just a whiteboard. This is just a cheap whiteboard from Target or something like that. Tons of markers. Always buying markers. I like the ones with the little eraser on the cap. They're not Expo markers. They're cheap. Here's the brand of them. Okay, I think I get them at either Dillon's or Walmart or shit. I mean, you can order them online. I also have this other little whiteboard here. I like to have that just in case I want to, you know, do something short or throw it in my my book bag so it fits there. Always got my notes. Another whiteboard on the wall whenever I want to use that one. These are actually sound panels that I made that help reduce sound, and then I hold them off the wall. That's important. I might go in. I made a video on my YouTube how I make those, or I just at least talked about them anyway. But here's another thing that I have when I travel. This thing, you know, it opens up. Obviously, I only got one hand here, but okay, this thing opens up at the bottom. Again, ball head, and then it has a phone mount. Whenever I go out to my car or anything, or I'm going to go somewhere, I always grab this, and I always grab these. Okay, wireless mics, that's another thing to have. This is a good thing to have here. This is the, that's a SD drive. This is 2 terabyte. I get 2 terabyte minimum. And then this is like, you can see this plugs into the Mac here. Okay, and then I've got like that holder for it. All right, that's the 16-inch MacBook Pro 3 Pro 3 or whatever. Got the other one down there. If you got an iPhone, this is nice to have because I can plug in, HDMI, 2 USBs. Come on, man, why aren't you focusing? Yeah. So HDMI, 2 USBs, and then I can plug it into my phone, and then it's got a charge port here. And then you want to get a long-ass charger cord. And I always carry, like, this stuff with me, too. I've got a plug in there. Like I told you, all right, there's nothing, this normally isn't laying here and stuff like that, but it's just simple stuff, right? Like, it's a freaking power strip and some, plugs that I can plug in my USBs and charge stuff. I've got that little light back there. That's just some blue light bulb I got at Lowe's. This is just another microphone thing. I've always got microphones, I'm teaching, right? I'm teaching. It's the modern day teacher, right? You're teaching people how to do stuff. You're coaching them. I like to, this is a little overkill, but I don't know. I really like it. This is my webcam. I mean, obviously it's a bit much. It's the Nikon Z30. And then I bought a different lens for it. Kind of an expensive setup. You don't need that. Here's another one of these little tripod things. I can take that with me. I always have something where I can attach a phone or a light or a microphone. Think about what we use, right? And then when I'm working here, this is, those are all customers, by the way, schedules. I have a big screen. That's a Samsung screen. And then I have this keyboard and my mouse and then a huge mouse pad. That's who makes the mouse pad. Always have, something to drink, whatever. Always got a pen and always got my pad right there for ideas. And I'm just always like, how can I make this simple for them? How can I make it easy for you? And it's just what I'm always thinking about. Okay? You don't have to complicate this. I promise you. All right? Like, you're just teaching people how to use, you're just teaching people, see how I just messed up? Some of you are so worried about, think about why you really like hanging out with me. One thing I looked at out there when I was trying to figure out, like, my it factor and stuff like that, I was like, everybody tries to be so polished and all this stuff, and everybody knows not everybody's polished. Nobody's polished. I know there's listen, I've spent a shitload of money with people. I know there's gangsters out there that can do some awesome stuff, okay? But 99% of people are not polished. They're polished in their moment when they want to do it. But I thought, I'm going to just be a real human. I'm going to care a lot. And I'm going to really focus on helping you. And that's going to be my it factor. I was going to simplify this stuff. I want to take all of the magic out of it and just show you how simple it is. And I wanted to take kind of a farmer approach to it, where it was like simple, efficient, and just get it done so that we can move the needle. And so that's what I want to do. And if I mess up when I'm talking to you, I just say, yeah, sorry, whoops, that's not what I meant. And it's so much more comfortable when you act like that and when you talk like that. And think about, as I'm talking to you right now, doesn't this feel so much more comfortable? Besides me being like, all right, hey, do. It's like, it'd be different if I was trying to make a video for, Apple or something, or some I just, I don't know. I like the idea of being a multimillionaire and being able to work from anywhere, have people like when you meet me in person, this is what you get, this is me. All right. Yeah. Sometimes, my shit don't look perfect. My shirt ain't perfect, or my hat, or, whatever, I mean, there's so many things that I could be critical on. Okay. But why? It's not even, it doesn't matter. I just want to help you get the answer. And that's kind of the approach I want you to have for people. Oh, I didn't even talk about this damn desk. So this desk is awesome, right? This desk is powered. It's got like a power motor on it, okay? And it can go up and down, all right? And it's made by this company. It's been an amazing desk. Don't look at all my wires under here, okay? But this thing's awesome. You know, I can raise and lower it. It's pretty cool. So there's that. Got my book bag. Yeah, it's pretty simple. I make a lot of money, okay? It's a 7-figure business, and I just do this. But the thing I focus on is like showing up each day, trying to simplify this for you, and just being I'm rooting for you, like I really am. And I know you can do this. And I'm trying to make you understand that you can just be yourself. And you can just talk. Like, I'm talking to a camera right now. I'm just talking to the lens. But I know, like, I'm kind of like talking to my younger self, you know, back in the day when I was, like, trying to make this so hard and difficult, when I should have just been creating content and going. That's all I should have done. Like, going back, if I think about it, I would have, like, learned how to do the funnel, okay, because that's so important. I would have learned how to post on social media, because that's how you get traffic. And then I would have learned to, you know, obviously how to sell, okay. And then I would have learned how to create the product, which is basically laying things out, creating, laying things out in slides, and then, you know, teaching it, demonstrating it, and then giving examples and answering questions. I would have started I would have had a community started, and I would have just been creating content nonstop like this. I mean, all I do is create content, or I'm talking to somebody on Zoom, you know, like God, my nose is itching. Talk to somebody on Zoom, or, you know, replying back to an email, or, you know, replying to somebody in the community if they got questions, thinking about products that I can create. How can I simplify these things? And just being there for you and helping you figure this out. So, yeah, you know, I would love to have somebody that could edit my videos for me and do it right, you know, but then it's like they really got to understand what I'm doing so that they can do that, okay? You know, I would love to have all kinds of things going on. But I know the needle movers are putting out content, helping you. I know that if I just help you get the answers you want, the rest is going to be just fine, right? The rest I can always outsource, or I can figure out, right? But the most important thing is just getting you the answers that you came here for. And if you do that for your people, you will crush it. All right? So I hope this helped. Let me know if you like this format. I do. I think it's more real and cool, and I think it's very helpful. I hope some of the things I showed you helped you. And other than that, I will see you, if I can get this button back here, I will see you tomorrow.